Hey guys, it's me, klaireeberry, and I want to check in with you guys today and talk with you a little bit. I want to share with you some of my gratitude for Sophia Charles. Welcome to the channel. This whole channel pretty much exists because of Sophia Charles, and I have had such a great summer in partial credit due to her. So I'm going to kind of give you some backstory as to why I feel this way. I just want to share because it might help other people. You know what I mean? And also I just love to express and get stuff off my chest and put it out there into the world. And I think expressing gratitude is one of the best emotions. I think it's very necessary for happiness. And the more you can do it and put it out there, not only into the sound vibrations here in my room, but out into, the sound vibrations in other people's lives as well. I mean, that's powerful stuff right there. So anyway, again, just thank you. Sophia Charles, if you ever see this, I'm just like, thank you so much. You really have changed my life. I know you've changed my life, even though I've only been watching your videos, her videos, for about a month, a little over a month. End of July, okay? Let me give you a little backstory. Actually, let me give you a lot of backstory, okay? I have been into the law of attraction for 15 years. I got into it right about the time my second son was born. So it was very interesting. It really helped me out in a lot of areas of my life. I was in an abusive relationship at that time, and it helped me to kind of get out of that relationship and move out on my own, get my own home, and, steadily kind of slowly raise up like the career ladder, I guess you could say, and just make more money in general and have a better house and like have better things in my house, and to also have, more control over my body, my habits, my daily life, my relationships have just gotten better. The way I deal with things has gotten better. It's just really changed my whole entire life. I talk about it all the time. I owe a lot to it. I have, even on my other channel, my vegan channel, which is klaireeberry, I have a playlist that I have some videos on about the law of attraction. So it's just one of these things. I'm just all about it. And I really have gotten better and better over the past 15 years on practicing the law of attraction. So that's why I've been getting the results, okay? One thing though is in my relationship, I do have a twin flame relationship. I've had this twin flame relationship for 10 years now, almost 10 years. So it's been, it's been a great time, but it's also been a rough ride, like most twin flame relationships are. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, lots of learning, lots of growing, lots of healing, despite, the rocky road. And there have been lots of times where I was doubting myself, I was doubting the relationship. In the beginning of the relationship, I was still more of a codependent type of a person, and I just like couldn't handle, when like we were apart and there was like lots of drama that I was bringing to the table as well as my partner, and it was just kind of like we would have to come apart, and like I said, when we come back together, we would learn, we would grow, we would feel, just like stronger together as well. So a lot of that on and off, throughout the years, months, weeks, whatever, you know what I mean? But most of the time overall, we were exclusive. We were, we would, like I said, for the first few years, we were like together, and then we like took a pretty big break. And then we tried again, like at the midpoint, like 5 years, and it was always again, like off and on. Like there's never been more than like a month or maybe 2 where we didn't like see each other. We would talk like almost every single week, like this whole time, almost, in some way, shape, or form. So very, very close. And like I said, just learned so much about life, about love, about everything. And again, just becoming better people because of each other. And after 10 years of that, it's fucking amazing. And it's like, wow. And you start to, even like before I even got really into this summer, into this twin flame community, I was using the law of attraction to make my relationship better as well. However, that's actually my twin flame right now. Sorry. So, where was I? I just totally lost my train of thought. Yeah, a lot of ups, a lot of downs. Towards the end of, this decade, we have pretty much, oh, the sunset is really pretty. Let me see if I can show you really fast while I'm getting all distracted. Beautiful. Okay, sorry. So the latter part of the past 10 years, of the past decade, of the 2010s, the 20 teens, like I said, we have been pretty much together. We've had a lot of more of an acceptance that we are powerless, kind of, when it comes to like trying to say, if we're gonna say, like, we can say mentally, oh, we're gonna be done with this relationship, this is mentally not a good thing to do or whatever, but then it is, and then like emotionally we'll say that, but it's deeper than that. It's a spiritual thing that it just stays. It's beyond us, it's part of us, it's who we are, and it takes us place, like I said, it takes us to good places in the end. And like, especially when you have sometimes like deeper parts of your life where you're going through stuff, this person always seems to be going through the same type of thing as me. I can really relate to them in so many ways and feel them, and it's just like we support each other in the hard times, and sometimes when nobody else is even there, nobody else's support, it's like we have each other's back. We really do, and it's a great feeling, and I'm so grateful. But like I said, it's been a really rough road, and this summer it was a rough road as well. Really, really rough road together within our relationship. We had a huge tower moment at the end of June, okay, and it was so difficult. Thankfully, right at that same time, I found tarot. One of my best friends from work, had kind of slowly been kind of talking to me about it just a little bit here and there, and kind of my mind was slowly opened, kind of into astrology. So I was like, yeah, okay, let's check this out. So I bought myself a deck. I was doing, learning about tarot, watching some videos here and there, reading the little books and all this stuff. And then I was like, by too long, I had like more and more and more, how we tarot people do, get more decks and other things. But I was just really, really lucky, really, really blessed to find the tarot at that time. This was still about a month before I have really found the twin flame tarot. So in the beginning, it was just kind of fluff. So it still helped me, because it helped me to learn about the cards, and it helped me to kind of get different people's perspectives on things. And, a lot of it was raw, your partner's doing you wrong. He's, like, let him go, kick him to the curb, like this and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, it's funny, because when I was in that point, it was like the reading really resonated with me in every other way than that. And I knew, it's almost like I laughed, and I'm like, oh yeah, if it was that easy, just to like say that. And it's not, I'm not saying that from a codependent place, believe me, like, anymore. It's not about that, because I would be fine. He knows that, and I know that. And well, I say fine, but I know deep in my heart that it would you say it would crush you, but it wouldn't, like, it would be, life would not be the same without my twin flame. I can tell you that right now. And we've been through a lot of shit, and it would be very easy for me to carry grudges and cut it. A lot of people would cut them off after, this or that drama, and say, oh, this is a toxic cycle. And we went through our phases of saying that. But again, if it brings you to a better place, if it brings you to a higher understanding, spiritually, emotionally, together, like all of this, then how is it actually bad? You know what I mean? And people change and grow together. It can be a really beautiful thing. So let's kind of, like I said, over the past few years, we were kind of doing this situation where we weren't labeling ourselves per se, but we were exclusive, but we weren't actually like, oh, hey, we're boyfriend and girlfriend, let's do something, like, let's be, like, we weren't Facebook official, we weren't doing it on, we weren't like, we don't have our families involved and things like that, to where we're like actually doing things. It was just kind of like, we get to see each other just together, just us, and it's great. It can be a great, like, escape. And he lives ways away, so it's kind of like like a vacation, almost like a load off, to see each other, and just like everything is great. You know what I mean? A lot of times, it wasn't always that way, but it came to be more like that. And it's just because of the work. The tarot helped me get through the tower moment so much, because the tarot cards, mine especially, in the beginning it was more like about me and mine, and just reading the books and learning about the actual cards. And then I got into the videos a little bit more through going into July and to the end of July, and that's how I found, like I said, the twin flame tarot. But the tarot cards that I had, they, and at that time when I was first learning about tarot, it really helped me to believe in tarot a lot, because it was obviously right away helping me make better decisions, be like wise, like have a deeper understanding of what was going on, of my own feelings, of what I thought his feelings might be. And, you know, it was always like blowing my mind every single day. I was like, oh my gosh, like my friend at work, I was just like, she already knew, but I'm like, again, like I would get the same things. If I asked the same thing, you know, I'd get the same exact, or me and my friend asked the same question separately, got the same, almost exact, 2 out of 3 cards, like same exact, just crazy. So, that was kind of like my intro, my learning period. And like I said, it really, really helped me just deal with this tower moment. I mean, 2 days after the tower moment, you know, and I'm telling you, it was difficult. It was third party. I'm not going to get into it. If it was like this third party or that third party, I mean, third parties can be whatever, but you know, it was not comfortable. It was not easy to go through. And of course, you know, at the beginning, the first day or so, yeah, like I kind of freaked out, you know, and then, and I did some of that whole like cussing him out thing right when I found out, of course. I mean, that's how it went. But like after that, you know, it wasn't like I would have done in the past, you know, in the distant past, like, oh, this or that. Like I was able to deal with it. I was able to see him like the next day and then a couple days after that. And we were able to like talk everything out, like hash out all the details and just do it in a very calm manner, which is it's good. It's new. It was different, you know. It's kind of like, are we really doing this? Is this really going to be this easy? You know, this can't be this easy. Like around the bend, you know, it's going to blow up. And it kind of did in ways, you know. It wasn't always super easy. So yeah, we just kind of been like stopped, like over the summer, we kind of stopped like some of the romantic stuff. Like we put some brakes on it, but not completely, to be perfectly honest. And it was a good line, you know, to kind of draw a boundary, you know, pick a boundary where you feel comfortable, you know. And then we were able to still see each other. We were able to still talk. We were able to still like have a good summer, you know, when we didn't maybe have the same level of, you know, interaction and seeing each other that we would have had. But whenever we did see each other, we like made sure it was really fun, and it was just amazing. Like we went on a boat and swam in the lake and just kind of had some fun there. You know, we, you know, just really the simple stuff, like good cuddling sessions. And it was just a good, like, you know, it was just like it was almost like how the energy of like, how are we getting through this like this? How are we so mature now? Like, I don't know. And again, it's not this codependent energy of, oh, I need you to, you know, neither side was like that. We really are empowered. We both know that we're like changing and growing and building and doing all this stuff, and we're focused on our own lives. And I think he knew the whole way, because I talked to him, you know, about everything that's going on in my life. And so I'll tell him the spiritual side and the things that I'm going through and how I feel. And so, and in his level, he's able to kind of like get ideas and, you know, be inspired and stuff off of that, which is really cool. And so it's brought us long ways, you know. It's another month later, so I mean, you could say end of August. It's like basically the beginning of September now, but another, you know, 2 months since the big tower moment, and 1 month since I have started to really get into the twin flame journey to understand it. So in 1 month, here, let me go back. I don't want to just jump ahead. So basically, as soon as I started hearing Sophia Charles and seeing her and getting into her videos, I was like, okay, this chick is different, you know, like, let me check this out. And then I was like, okay, something spoke, you know. At first I'm like, whoa, this accent too is so cool, I love it, you know. And then I just kept on listening. I was just drawn to it, you know. It's just like, I have to listen to this. Like, everything that she would say would resonate with me on like a higher level and like an inner level, where I already knew a little bit about that, and she just takes it further and expands on stuff I already know that other people aren't saying. You know what I mean? Like, in every way, in like literally like 99.999. I don't think you're ever gonna fully agree with every single thing every single person says, but yeah, like 99.9999 for real. Like % of the things that she says, I think is just so exactly spot on. And you know, who knows whatever. So I was just, it really helped me to even take the, like I said, the steps that I had taken just with the law of attraction. It helped me take even the next steps and take it to the next level really helped me to like fill in the lines and like figure out how to use the law of attraction better, and especially in the realm of the relationship, because honestly it's hard to try to apply the law of attraction to the relationship when you don't know what you're doing, and this is basically like the how-to on that. So it's really amazing. I mean, it just like helped me get even better, even further, even faster. And again, it's not just with my twin flame, but in my whole entire life. For real. I just dove into it, deleted, like I basically just switched the channel, started the channel right away as soon as I started really learning about it that much, because I wanted to have an outlet to express what I was learning about, what I was feeling, what I was going through. And, you know, the tarot kind of helped me express the energy that I had. And, you know, that's how it works, you know, like that's tarot for you. You're picking up, you know, it's just whatever energies, you know, you are picking up on. And so, like I said, this whole thing just really helped me this summer to not waste any time, not to overreact. All of a sudden, I'm in control. I'm in my confidence. I'm loving myself, putting myself first, respecting the damn boundary. I take responsibility, because guess what? I allowed things to happen because I did not set any boundaries and this and that. It's like, it's like you're not really telling people stuff they don't deep down know. You're reminding them of the truths, and that is exactly what happened. All of a sudden, I'm like, yes, this is it. So I go and I'm just watching like all of the videos. I'm like sitting there listening to the lectures, you know, when she gets going, and it's like this and this and do the work, and I'm like, do I really need to do this? And then I'm like, yeah, I do. So I'm like, okay, I really want to get a reading, but I can't afford it. So I just keep on watching videos. And again, I noticed the effects right away. Like by the beginning of August, like I said, the end of July is when I started finding out about the twin flame. And so the beginning of August is when we ended up on a boat. And it was up until that point, up until like that weekend, it was very rocky. It was like, oh, you know, are we going to be able to deal with this or not? There was a lot of like ups and downs, and I was a lot of back and forth, and not to say it completely alleviated 100% of it. You know, I'm not going to say that, but again, it just helped me stay more level over time. It helped me to remain periods where I did have some doubt come in. I was able to like control myself and kind of get through that and just return back to the point where you know and you're feeling and you're in that knowing a lot faster. Again, staying in constant like his communication with me increased a lot, and it was definitely more like deeper level, like just checking in on a more frequent rate. All of the good stuff, you know, and again, there was nothing negative, you know, that was going on. It was, I mean, in my head, as far as this and that, it's like, I'm just allowing myself to be sure, because I know what I want. I know what I need. I know what's going to help me. Everything, all the pieces are coming together. And again, and I know, like, as I am going deeper within, going higher, he is feeling it. I know he's feeling it too. I actually feel like I've raised my like psychic awareness, my feeling sense of everything. And again, you know, coming into August, you know, we're still busy. We still kind of have a long distance relationship, don't see each other all the time. But guess what? We're making, you know, a little bit more time than we were able to. And when we get together, it's like amazing. We just spent this weekend together. You know, the whole shebang, like happy hour, dinner, a beautiful dinner at our favorite restaurant. We go there all the time and like order the same exact thing all the time. And then just kind of hung out and partied a little bit, you know, just kind of watched movies, you know. And so yeah, we just kind of watched movies and had a great night's sleep, and then went out for breakfast, and then saw a movie in the theater. And it was just like, it may sound kind of but it was like, it was just so great. Like every little thing worked out perfectly. I could tell. I actually had like little signs throughout the whole entire weekend, you know, that this, and it was his birthday weekend. And it was like kind of one of these things where I showed up to honor him, you know, despite all of our troubles this summer. And I continue to do that. And as I continue to do that, he is really responding with me by doing things that I have realized that is what I want. Whereas before, what I really did want, I wanted the commitment, I wanted the public commitment, but I also wanted I wanted a ring for some reason. I wanted a ring. Not even like to say like, oh, let's get married, or this is a promise ring. Well, one of the two, you know, like it would have been fine if it was just a ring, you know. I would have been like, oh, I manifested that, you know what I mean? It's like what I wanted. But now I realize like I don't really need a ring, but yes, I want to be like committed, you know what I mean? And I want to think that way, I want to speak that way, I want that to be what is. And he actually said this weekend that he's like almost there, like he wants to do it. He's been thinking about it. So I'm like, okay, like it feels more like that now, even just like when we see each other. And it's like we're still busy, we still have everything going on. So, you know, it's just, I feel like right now everything's perfect. It's just the way that it should be. We're learning the lessons, we're manifesting for ourselves exactly what we need to learn the lessons. It may seem hard, and it gets easier as you go along because you're already learning the lessons and you know, moving forward from there. And again, I just feel like the benefits of my learning about the law, not just the law of attraction, obviously, but the twin flames really does bleed over into, you know, just how to use the law of attraction in a better way. It's just putting it into practice, and I'm so grateful, you know. And when you're grateful, you're happy. And again, I feel it to a deeper level where it's not just about us. It's not just about me and what I want. You know, it's not just about him. It's about us. It's about me. It's about him. It's about other people in the world in general as well, and the energies and the inspirations and everything, you know. And so I just wanted to like reflect on this with you guys, and I wanted to share my story, you know. I did, over the course of like the past month, I did order a reading from Sophia, and I have yet to get that, but I know it's coming soon. And I actually got her book before from Amazon, which I don't think she even still sells it anymore. She said she stopped selling that, I think. And then, you know, I thought about getting a reading. I really would like to still, just to like, and get the package and everything. But I feel like I've made so much progress right now. I'm just like, keep on doing the things I'm doing, you know, and keep on diving into the things that I know, because I do feel, you know, pretty like things are moving at a steady rate. I think if things were really to slow down, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like I have to go get it, you know what I mean? But because it's going so well, I just wanted to, you know, I just kind of wanted to get that. And I also bought what was it? The Inner Child package, or whatever, I'm not sure exactly what the title is, and that was pretty good. It was interesting, and I think it really helped me like to kind of, again, just pull some of the pieces together. So I'm so thankful for Sophia Charles, because again, she has completely changed, and I'm gonna say completely changed my life. You know, she has completely changed my life. I know it's not just going to be my summer. You know, she has completely changed my summer, but she's, you know, it's going to last. It's going to be a moment where I know I look back on and be like, that's kind of when everything changed. You know, 2019, middle of 2019, there was a bunch of solar eclipses going on, all these eclipses, and then I found tarot, and then I found twin flames, and then it was like, wow, whole entire life has been changed. So I'm just so grateful again, because, you know, we always had just wanted to be together. We always ended up together. We always came back to each other. But now I know why. Now I understand everything on a deeper level. So when you understand it, it just makes it so much easier. And it's kind of one of those things where everything just kind of falls into line. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. Let me know what you think. Take care. I will talk to you soon. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye.